Boys and girls of the internet and Miss Takesh's class, I've come with an announcement about nicotine addiction. Now, this is supposed to be like, for my science class, really, but I'm gonna keep it open to everybody to watch just so I can educate y'all. Yeah. So, anyway, first off, I guess the perfect way to start is by explaining what nicotine really is. And nicotine is an addictive substance that is found in a lot of tobacco products, including cigarettes, cigars, chewing tobacco, vapes. That's about it, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's all I could list out of the top of my head. I'm sure there's much more out there. But yeah, it's found in a lot of that kind of stuff, and it's an addictive substance, as I said. What makes it addictive is the amount of dopamine it can release in the body, which is really a feel-good chemical that your body releases sometimes, and sometimes it helps you for the better, sometimes it helps you for the worst. In this case, for the worst, if we're talking nicotine. And so anyway, most people with a nicotine addiction really need a lot of help to get out of it. So not only does it affect your body, but it also affects your personal life, since it's so addictive. So the example I like to use is I'm at dinner with my family and I'm a smoker, and so we get there, we sit down, we order our food, whatever, our food gets here, and I'm like, damn, I really need a cigarette. So I'm gonna get outside, grab my little cigarette, smoke it, get back over here, and I'm like, damn, my food's cold. So that's just one little small example. It's not anything really too useful, but it really could get to the point where it controls your life at some point. It's one of the most addictive ways out. It's one of the most common drugs to be addicted to out there, shall I say. And again, not only does it affect your personal life, it also affects your body, and the fact that your heart, your lungs, your mouth, depending on how you take it. So for example, if you're one who prefers to smoke, your cancer is gonna be here, pretty much around here, or your lungs, your heart. Yeah, so you have an increased chances of cancer there, and if you prefer to chew it, well, it's gonna stay mostly in your mouth, but still, it's not safe. It also makes your breath smell really bad, and as well as damages your teeth, which is not good, says Richard as he thumbs up. And yeah, so I also want to talk about vapes and how they're usually a safer alternative to smoking, which is true in some forms. Now, what I mean in some forms is that it's only true if you're already addicted to smoking. It's only going to be safer for you if you're already addicted, So, for example, if I don't know how to measure nicotine, right? But we'll just go by a number. Let's say I consume 500 nicotine a day, usually, around there. So I'm trying to quit, right? So what a vape's supposed to do is I'm supposed to lower that nicotine little by little as I go on, So instead of consuming, say, the 500 nicotine a day, I'll reduce it down to 400 for a week, and if I feel good, 350 and 300. Just keep going down little by little like that. That's the purpose of a vape. But if you've never smoked before and nicotine's not really in your system on a daily, usually, if you start smoking that vape, well, now you're gonna develop said nicotine addiction. And again, not to say that you can't get over it, but why develop an addiction in the first place? So now sometimes some people need a little more help than just a little nicotine reduction here and there. Sometimes that won't cut it. So right here I have a couple of websites and a therapy you could go to. Now the websites are for my non-classroom viewers. So first one we have here is advhealth.com. It's a website. It gives you information on addiction and all that. Then there's Freedom Laser Therapy in Los Angeles. Their number is 323-933-0304. And yeah, that's a little therapeutic session you can get from. I'm not sure how it is, but hopefully you could get over it. Then there's a Center for Disease Control. An obvious one, it's a nationwide one. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say today. Nicotine is bad. Try your best to quit and do your part in making America great again.